him.
Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers? I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!
Good evening, Ape Nation. Guys, what is going on? It is Thursday, December 30th, 2021. AMC today closed at $28.94, 6 cents under 29. We've had a pretty nice last 48 hours for AMC, right? We got all the way under 27 on yesterday, just yesterday morning. We were at 26 and change. And we actually touched the 30 a couple times today. Could not hold it, unfortunately. And we ended up selling off the rest of the day. But we closed just under $29. And you know what? I'm okay with that. As long as I'm seeing more green candles than red candles, I'm okay with it. So, few things we got to talk about. Last night, put a video out talking about TD Ameritrade short interest. Some of you guys commented, asked me to look into it a little further. And I did do that. A couple of you guys mentioned Wrench's video. I haven't got a chance to see that yet, but I'm interested to see what his take was on the whole short interest data. But you guys asked, so I said I would do it. And I'm going to tell you exactly what I found out. All right, but before we get way too far ahead of ourselves.
Cue the speeder.
This is the way.
Okay, guys, real quick, I got to rip off these two announcements. First of all, shout out to France, Austria, and Barbados. We added your three beautiful countries up to the world map there, and I am working on that big map for back there. So thank you very much. If you're from another country outside the U.S., please put it in the comments. Secondly, if you are forgetting, tomorrow is the deadline for the I Own AMC NFT. If you would like to get one of those, you have to have your paperwork or your application in for the NFT to Investor Connect by tomorrow. So just a reminder, quick little reminder for you guys, if you are still wanting to get that NFT, you have till tomorrow to get in for your info to receive it. And third announcement, seems as though Al from Boston has put up his proposition for his pay-per-view channel. It's going to be $44.95 a month or $99 for 3 months access. I think if I was looking for a little bit discounted rate, I would go with the 3 month. Or guys, what you could always do is continue to do what you've been doing. Stick with your creators who know what they're talking about and continue to follow everything that's going on through them for absolutely no money. You could do that as well. But if Al from Boston is just blowing your hair back and you can't help yourself, then I totally understand, and I am not here to tell you what to do with your money. You do exactly what you want with it. If you think that's a wise investment for you, go for it. If you're curious why I put A Few Good Men in the intro, I think a lot of people don't want the truth so much. I think they want the hype and the positivity and all the good things about a short squeeze play, and I don't know if they want to know some of the down and dirty details that we have to get into. But that's the difference between growing a hype channel and, you know, clickbait channels and unfettered DD channels. All the channels out there, there's all different types. This just isn't one of them. You're just going to get the bland old news here. Unfortunately, I try to spice up the best I can by putting in visuals, but that's about all we can do. I'm going to talk about TD Ameritrade, but I got to circle back, just like Jen Psaki. I got to circle back to this in a minute. So let me tell you about the conversation I had with TD Ameritrade. I'm going to come back to this situation. So I got on the phone with them today. I was on the phone with them for about an hour, and here's what I found out. First of all, the operator came back after I was on hold for a long time and asked me why I needed to know this information. That seems like a very simple thing to me to answer, but I gave her the answer and just said, look, I want to know where the data is coming from. If I'm going to be making trades with TD Ameritrade, I want to know where you're getting your information from. I'm basing my trades off what you're showing me. And when we got down to it, at the end of the conversation, here's what I found out. First of all, she said it would take days in order to find out exactly who the vendor is for short interest. And I didn't mention anything about AMC or the $40 mistake or any of that. I just asked simply, where are you receiving your data from for short interest? And according to their website, which she pointed me out to, they use Benzinga Pro, Briefing.com, the S&P Global Context, Computer Rate, Dow Jones, Ticker Tape, and Reuters. And she said if they come up, this was not prompted by me, she said if they come up with an error somewhere, they will switch their source. Now, she also noted, and I found this extremely interesting, because TD Ameritrade has no responsibility as to the numbers that they put up when it comes to short interest or anything else you are seeing on the screen. Everything that they are telling you, the information they are passing along, they are getting from a third-party vendor like we talked about last night, who they said would take a couple of days to get to, and I asked them to please come back to me with that answer. But, you know, when I saw yesterday Trey and Astro both in the same room putting their heads together, and they came back with just a phone call to TD, accepting the 40% interest, hanging up and ending the video, I wasn't a huge fan of that, but it is what it is. What they do is not really my problem, but I just think it was a little disingenuous. So here's a couple things to keep in mind going forward. The numbers that you are seeing on any of your brokerage apps, they probably all have disclaimers, because no one can tell you what this information is. They can only come close. And like I said, guys, we use it as a guide, right? But I'll say it one more time, guys. I think people being overly hyper-focused on these two stocks has brought a lot of attention to things that are going on that probably happen more often than we think. All right, guys. So now that that's out of the way, I want to get back to some of the comments I've received in the last couple of weeks about using people's names for clickbait and going after other YouTubers. I understand fully that everybody has their favorite YouTube creators out there that they're following and everything. I get all that. I understand this is a big community and there's different personalities that play and egos and things like that. I get all that. Look, guys, on this channel, I want to squeeze the stock. I want AMC to squeeze. That's why I started this channel. Now, after the MOAS, there's a lot of things I want to get into, right? I want to talk about a ton of different things. I love the communication back and forth that we're able to have using this platform. But there's a ton of different things out there you can talk about, right? You don't need to use AMC as a personal piggy bank, okay? Whether it's charging for a monthly rate for Discord or some pay-per-view service or selling super chats or whatever the hell it is. At this point in time, every YouTuber out there should be laser focused on what we need to do to MOAS. If you are still out there right now putting out clickbait material or putting out DD that hasn't been vetted or quoting sources that haven't been vetted, you are not helping the situation. I understand you're helping yourself financially, but we are trying to squeeze a stock here. There are a lot of us who have been doing this a lot longer, who have been in this play for a long time holding the stock, and all they care about is squeezing the stock, not setting up some pay channel or some Discord or Patreon or any of that. We have a vested interest in seeing AMC squeeze. And if you aren't helping that, then you are in my way. And that's it. I'm not here to play grab ass with people and give shout outs and high fives and or any of that. That's not the mission of this channel. When the MOAS happens and it's over and we've all recouped from that, there's a lot of things we can talk about. Right now, people are hurting. There's a lot of money on the line. A lot of people are banking on this play. And anything that you are doing to distract from that mission, I got a problem with. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for tonight. Guys, thank you so much for all of your support, everyone out in this community, my new subscribers, the new countries, everyone who's hit the like button, the views, the comments. I appreciate everything you guys do for me. Honestly, guys, this channel doesn't work without you guys. This is a group thing, and I thank you guys for what you do for me and this channel and the rest of this community. All right, I'm going to let you get out of here. This is Ape Nation. I'm the Massalorian, and I'm out.